Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. I'm here to do a review for Castlevania Season 3 on Netflix. So, Castlevania Season 3 was very interesting. It's a time without Dracula, basically. And his death kind of shook some of the religious community. Instead of worshipping the guy upstairs, they started worshipping Dracula. You have the Forge Masters, Isaac, and Hector, still alive. Isaac is building an army to attack Styria, which is Carmilla's vampire stronghold. And you have Hector, who is currently a prisoner, well, now at the end, a slave of Carmilla, but also an army, or a bound slave, so to speak. While he was getting jiggy with one of her vampire sisters, Lenore, who basically manipulated him and gained his trust and whatnot, and got him to say some freaky shit during sex, she slips a magical ring onto his finger that bounds him to slavery to her. And to them, because she makes more rings in order to entwine it, or to link everyone. So, I like this character, Lenore. She's very manipulative, and she, when visiting Hector, is manipulative enough to make him drop his guard, think he can easily break free, saying she's a diplomat. Kind of comes across, she doesn't come across as one who is very, she doesn't come across as one who is very warrior-like, but when Hector tries attacking her, she basically lets him know very easily that she is not to be played with. She bats into his cell, basically turns into a bunch of bats, swarms him, smacks him around, throws him around, and kicks his ass, basically. And then she starts, basically after letting him know that he is not going to get rid of them easily, that he is not on their level, she then starts weaving her web of manipulation on him. And she does it masterfully, I gotta say that. I still don't like the character of Carmilla. She just, ugh. She's just a freaking bitch and a manipulator, and she manipulates her sisters because her sisters are more useful than she is. She's just the one that comes up with the ideas, and the others, Striga and Morana and Lenore, are the ones who basically execute her schemes, as they like to call them. Alucard is going slowly insane, and it's only been like a month or so while Dracula's dead. He thinks it's possibly been years. He created two frickin' little dolls of Trevor Belmont and Sypha, the warrior speaker magician woman, who can manipulate elements and whatnot. She is badass. I absolutely love how this story has gone. I like how they brought in Bill Nye, of all people. Bill Nye plays this magician guy that gets into a priory that kind of became a satanic cult. And he finds that they are crafting a doorway to hell, so to speak. I can't exactly remember what they call it. They call it... Hold on one moment, folks. So, basically, he calls it the Infinite Cradle, I think is what he called it. Yeah, the Infinite Cradle. And he's trying to find somebody, and he eventually finds somebody when everything comes to a head. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing. I am going to give you some minor spoilers here and there. So yeah, you do see Dracula once in or twice in this season, and it is a very interesting way. But something tells me that he's not coming back. Something tells me that Alucard might be going the way of Dracula soon. Not getting killed, but going villain. Because he finds these two Japanese former slaves to one of Dracula's court from season 1 and 2. It was a vampire named Cho. And they finally find Alucard. They want Alucard to teach them. He gives them the slow lessons, basically. But they feel cheated after a while, and they end up betraying him, and he ends up having to kill them. But I'm not going to give you the full details of how. This show is very well done. It dives into the psychology of things, and it has a twist at the end where I'm not gonna tell you. It's basically the Sypha and Trevor story arc has an ending that is a very twisted end that you never would have suspected at the end of the season. And I gotta say, it was not something, like I said, I didn't expect it. And it's like, well, that just took a weird turn. So yeah, the story is very good. Objectively, it's a well-rounded it's a well-rounded season this season. Each main character from the last season that survived season 2 are all having their stories told in a very balanced way. You're not dwelling on on one set of characters too much. The voice acting is very well done. The editing, the cutting, the writing, it's all very well done. And there is a little weirdness, but I won't go as far as to call it identity politics, because they really, like I said, if you have something like bisexuality or something in a show, it does not automatically mean it is identity politics. All it means is that they showed it, or there is a case or an instance of it. Now, if they go on a huge explanation thing where I'm bisexual every 5 frickin' minutes, that's identity politics, and that's where it will lose points. So, objectively, I will give this a 4.5 out of 5. This is a 9 out of 10 show for objective-wise. I thought the story was compelling. I thought it was basically a well-versed chessboard, and it was masterfully woven and used. Subjectively, I am a fan of the Castlevania Netflix series, so I will give this a 5 out of 5. Showgoer, it's a 5 out of 5 if you like kind of anime-ish cartoon with heavily rated R sequences. I mean, this is Castlevania. It's Dracula, it's vampires, it's frickin' demons, it's blood, gore, sex, and all that stuff. So if you're into that stuff, you're gonna like it. If not, you might not like it. But Showgoer, for me, it's 5 out of 5. So 4.5 out of 5 objective, 5 out of 5 subjective, and Showgoer is 5 out of 5. Anyway, folks, that is the video. Do I recommend this video, or do I recommend Castlevania? Yes, I do. For adults who are not squeamish and who are not overly sensitive. So yes, I do recommend it. And I do hope that people who watch it enjoy it. So, yep, folks, that is the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of Castlevania. And this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Catch y'all on the next one.